Teacher Access Center, Elementary, Pre-Kinder, Kindergarten Teacher Guide. Accessing Teacher Access Center. Teachers will be able to access Teacher Access Center or TAC from work or home. To access TAC, go to tac.nisd.net or click on the icon in your NISD portal. If prompted, never save your password on any device. Saved passwords leave your gradebook unsecure, allowing anyone to make changes to your gradebook from your device. Click on your initials at the top right-hand corner. You will be able to access Cognos published reports, Pre-K and Kinder progress reports, as well as TAC user guides. Click on the TAC user guides to be directed to Employee Connection. Log in to Employee Connection and you will be directed to the Student Information Systems site. From here, you will find click sheets and videos, as well as comprehensive guides for report cards, progress reports, as well as teacher guides, troubleshooting videos. You can also email us at sis_support by clicking on the link. We highly recommend you scroll down to the bottom of the blue rectangle on the right-hand side and click Favorite this page. You will find it amongst your favorites in Employee Connection. To avoid issues with your TAC account, it is recommended to leave the view on the TAC homepage set to All Classes or My Classes. Settings. Click your initials at the top right-hand corner and select Settings from the menu. Under General, click to automatically open the student drawer when a student search returns only one student box. Under Appearance, select your preferred background. Under Attendance, leave set to List View. We do not use Photo View in NISD. Under Gradebook, Assignment Sort can be set to your preference. Click the Auto Save Upon Entry radio button. Choose if you want the gradebook to highlight failing grades. If so, check the box and assign a failing threshold. Note, this is not for pre-K and kinder teachers. Under Email, click to have emails sent through the email option copied to your email address. When finished, click the Home tab. Gradebook Navigation. Home screen navigation. In the center of the home screen is a navigation bar. Below the navigation bar are 3 panes: My Classes, News, and Reports. In the My Classes pane, all the way to the left, you will see Courses by period. To the right of that is a course description. Click to view the class roster. To the right of that are the attendance status icons. You will see 2 icons, one that looks like a piece of paper with check marks. This notates attendance has not been taken. Do not use this icon to take attendance. Doing so will mark all students as present. You must enter accurate attendance for every student. We will show you later in this video how to do so. This icon with the large check mark notates that attendance has been taken. The chair icon goes to the attendance entry list. Once clicked on and open, you can take accurate attendance for each student and click Save. You may go back and update attendance as necessary. To the right of that are building blocks. These are competencies. All the way to the right, there is an icon that looks like a minus sign. This will collapse the My Classes section. Note: Period 6 attendance is for office use only. Do not use. Student information. Student details drawer or demographics. The student details drawer gives you access to demographic and academic information for students that are either enrolled in any or all of your classes. The student details drawer can be accessed from any hyperlinked student name. Click on any course description to get to a student roster. Then click on any student's name. Once the student's name is clicked, TAC by default will show the Quick View. This contains primary contact information, the student's schedule, missing assignments. This will display assignments that are past due and blank in the gradebook for the course you are viewing. Note, Pre-K and Kinder do not show missing assignments. Users can also add notes. You may only enter 1 student note per date. Notes can be added, edited, and deleted. However, you cannot change the date after a note has been saved. They can be published to Home Access Center by clicking the Publish box or stored for your own information. Next, click on the Contact icon. This tab contains student contact information, Guardian 1, Guardian 2, as well as emergency contacts. Next, click on the Registration tab. This tab contains front office information as well as the home language. Click on RC IPR TRN. This tab contains report card summary and interim progress report information. Click on the test icon to see any student's standardized testing score history. Lastly, click on the classwork icon. This tab contains grade information and details for all of the students' classes. Note, pre-K and kinder do not have classwork. Use the student quick search tool to quickly change the student selected. You can select any student from the class list displayed in the scrollable drop-down field. You can also click the blue arrows to select the next student in the class or to select the previous student. Students available in Quick Search are only those that were on the list which the student drawer was opened. Note, teacher comments are not visible when using Quick Search on the TAC banner. The user will find yellow triangles denoting the Student Alerts section. M are medical alerts, which contain information on medical conditions. P is for personal alerts containing legal notes. S are special education alerts with special education designations and 504 information. Blank are district-defined alerts and all other alerts. Teachers can view student alerts in the student detail drawer and in the student roster. Entering attendance. From your home screen, there are two ways to access attendance. From the My Classes pane, click the chair icon for second period. From the Attendance tab, select List to display the attendance entry by list page. In the Entry by List screen, enter the attendance for that class. Mark students absent or tardy. Never mark a student present. Click Save. If all students are present in the class, click Save. Note: the attendance section will display the attendance markings made by the teacher and will display any changes made by the office. If a student's attendance is marked incorrectly, you can make the necessary corrections as follows. From the Attendance tab, click List to display the attendance entry by list page. The first period of classes will display by default. To change date, click the Change button. A pop-up window will appear with a list of dates. Use the drop-down arrow to select the appropriate date that needs changing. Note: users can only go back up to 3 class days to correct attendance. Make the correction to the attendance posting. The previous attendance mark will be removed. Attendance can be corrected by unchecking the incorrect mark and marking the correct one. For example, if absent was checked off, uncheck absent and check P for present, then click Save. A green confirmation box will appear at the top of the screen. Note: attendance changes made by attendance office will override the teacher attendance marks. For Attendance Detail view, go to Attendance on the menu and select Attendance Detail. View your class and make sure student attendance has been entered correctly. Repeat for each course. Note: elementary will only take attendance in second period. To print the attendance detail, on the right-hand side, click on the Run Attendance Detail report icon that looks like an Excel spreadsheet. Fill out the prompts, then click Run. The PDF version will automatically download to your computer. Report cards for pre-K and kinder competency entry. ECC, ECSE, pre-K, and kinder report cards are done using Competencies. The marks entered on these pages will be reported on a student's report card for the selected run or marking period. From the TAC homepage, click on a competency. Click to switch between Grid View and List View. Use Grid View to enter grades for all students in a competency group. Use List View to enter grades for a single student. This view allows you to focus on a single student and consider the student's progress in all of their competencies within the group. Some competencies default to S and check marks. Make edits to grades as needed or add new grades. Click Save. Note: for the letter recognition competency, the Met standard checkmark should transfer over to the next marking period. To enter a report card comment, go to the competency entry screen. Enter notes in the grid or list view. In the grid view, you will select a student by clicking on the row of the student. Be careful not to click the student's name or S number. Doing so will open the student detail drawer. In list view, you will select a student by clicking on the row of the student. In list view, clicking on the student's name or S number does not open the student detail drawer. Once you have highlighted a student row, click on the New Note icon. The free text comment box will pop up. The student's name will be displayed on the very first line. Verify you have the correct student and enter comments in the text box at the bottom. Enter comments up to 350 characters. Note, if pasting a comment, type an extra character, then delete it so the system knows the text was entered. When finished, click Save. Teacher requests a conference. From the TAC homepage, click Teacher Requests a Conference competency. Type an X next to the student's name you would like to request a conference. Click Save. Additional resources. Calendar. The calendar feature can be formatted with classroom assignments and activities to allow students and their guardians to view the information in HAP. From the Class Management tab, select Calendar. Select Hide or Display to filter the menu to access assignments and/or events. Select the left or right triangle to display the previous or next time period. Select Display Calendar to view day, week, or month. Select Add a Calendar Event to add an event using the Event Detail pop-up. Subject, dates, and times are required fields when adding an event to the calendar. To add events to HAC, select the Publish Flag checkbox. At least one course period is required to add an event to the calendar. Click Save. Create a class seating chart using an interactive program. You can arrange students into any designer grid. At this time, you cannot add student photos. Hover over Class Management on the navigation toolbar and select Seating Chart. To change classes or date, click the Change button. A pop-up window will appear with a list of classes. Select Class and Date. Select the Settings icon on the Seating Chart toolbar. Select Grid Blocks as the layout for your seating chart. Enter the number of rows and columns you would like to use to organize your class seating chart. Student Options allows you to select the sort you would like to use to add your students to the seating chart. Select Close. Add students to your seating chart. Click on the Add All Students button to add all of your students based on your sort chosen in the settings. You can also drag and drop students individually into the seating chart. Rearrange the students by dragging them and placing them in a new seat. Delete placed students by dragging them to the Unplaced Students pane. Select the Save icon on the seating chart toolbar. To print, select the Print icon on the seating chart toolbar. Note, students who are yellow are marked tardy in attendance and students who are red are marked absent in attendance. To send an email, hover over Class Management on the navigation toolbar and select Email. Choose your recipient by selecting To in the email box. In Send To, TAC defaults to both. Select the drop-down to choose only students or guardians. Note, Guardian 1 email will be the email address populated when Guardian is selected. On the left, select a checkbox that corresponds with the class you want to send the email to. Select All or Some and click Close. To view the recipients, click on the plus icon in the class chosen. Guardian names may or may not be listed according to the Send To selection. Note, elementary is recommended to select only Period 2 to avoid multiple emails sent. Fill in your email, click Send. Find a copy of your sent email in the Report section of your home screen.